Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to sit down and talk about what the hell took me so long to start a YouTube channel. Um, and there's a few reasons for that. One of my biggest struggles, not just in starting a YouTube channel, but in life, has just been being insecure, I guess, in a way where it stops me from presenting myself to the world sometimes. As I've gotten older, it just feels like there's less of me that I want to put out there and more that I want to keep to myself, and just things that I feel very like private about, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but I think it can hinder you when you want to go on new ventures, or you're kind of forced to go out of your comfort zone. And sometimes change is good, and being out of your comfort zone is good because you don't grow within the comfort zone. Like, you stay pretty stagnant, you're safe, you're in your own little bubble, and it feels great because that's where you've always been. But that's always been basically my main struggle, is just pretty much getting over myself and the cringy things that I say, or the way that I sound, or the way that I look, and how tired I am, and all these things that just continue to make me spiral and stops me in my tracks. And it just, it never pushes me to be better. Those are the thoughts that keep me from learning something new or trying something new. So that's one of the main things that has stopped me. Um, Another thing I noticed was that when I was looking into, like, how to start a YouTube channel and how to, do affiliate marketing or get Google AdSense, or like, the how-tos and the numbers, and, how to make 5-figure months, and all these things that you can do with YouTube, and I'm sure, through social media in general, which is great. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with making money through social media or through any of your platforms, but I just never wanted it to be about that. Every time that I've gotten a job for money or just made money my main focus, it has made me really unhappy and really like unauthentic to myself. So I feel like I couldn't just start a YouTube channel because I wanted to make a lot of money. I genuinely want to help people. I want people to not feel alone when they watch my videos. I want them to laugh. I want them to be inspired. Like, there's things that I want to put out there because I want to help somebody. And if I put the money first, it wouldn't drive me to do videos, really. It wouldn't drive me to do anything, which I've learned from, having different jobs and having no motivation to do them, even though, like, I was getting paid. So yeah, I felt like I got caught in the loop of, how to start, how to make money. And every time I watched one video on how to get started or how to do this X, Y, and Z thing, on YouTube or using your videos or whatever, every time I watched one, the rest of my feed would be flooded, as we all are used to now. It'll be flooded with the same stuff from different people and, on different topics. And like, it was just really overwhelming most of the time, because, maybe the first one was helpful and I was able to take something away from it. But over time, day after day, it just trying to gather my thoughts and understand each video and what each person was telling me, like, it wasn't working out for me. Like, I was so overwhelmed, overstimulated. It was almost like too much information. And the fact that I wasn't, I wasn't in the game. I wasn't doing YouTube videos yet. I'm just like, trying to get started. I felt like for me personally, it was just too much information. I was like on overload. And that in turn, like, made me really, I guess, discouraged to start, because the more I watched videos about, how people got to their like successful point, whatever that is to them, or how they got monetized or whatever, like the more videos I watched of that, the more I felt like, wow, I haven't done any of the work to get any of this done. Every time I watched someone's like video about their story, I was just reminded of how little I've done and how I haven't even put a video out there, and how long is it going to take me to, be successful. And it geared my mindset kind of towards money again, and I would feel uneasy, and then I'd be discouraged to even start, because I'm like, that's not what I want to make it about. So I had to really recenter myself from that and be careful in terms of what I was consuming, because although a lot of those videos are very, very helpful, there are a lot of step-by-step things and a lot of pointers that people can give you from their success and from their stories. I just think, if you're feeling overwhelmed from them, like I did, it might be deterring you from starting, so just take a break, take a breather, take your notes and like leave it at that. And you just have to recognize that you're gonna have to focus on your why and your prerogative, and just refocus things on how you want to present yourself, and like what your purpose in doing any of this is. So I definitely struggled with that. And I guess one of the other things was just feeling like I didn't know how to properly express myself. I am like very like chaos brain, messy. I'm all over the place. So it always worried me that, I would need a script for my videos, or I would just be reading off paper like I'm delivering a speech or something. And I didn't want it to be that. So even though sometimes I might forget things, or I feel like I should have done this differently or structured a video differently, I'm still trying to do it just from scratch and just talk, because I feel like that's how it feels the most genuine, and not, I guess, not like a book report, because sometimes I take notes like a book report, and it helps me because it's organized, and it's good to refer back to them. But I think the best things are just natural to me. Like they're your thoughts that come out naturally. They are just things that you don't have to feel like you're pushed or, like forced to say. You're just talking, and to me, that's the easiest way to get my point across. So yeah, I hope that you don't feel alone if you're feeling any of these things. That's what took me so long. I'd love to hear if that resonated with you at all. And I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Sending lots of love and lots of light.